Okay, let's get started. Good afternoon once again, all of you. It's good to connect with you all. I am Chetana Sarang, the author of the Binary Brains computer book series that we launched this year. First of all, thank you all for striving towards excellent sales that could have been possible for this year, because the books were launched only in February, and I think you have all put in great efforts to make this product running. We have been getting good feedback from the schools. And next year or the coming year, we only want to see it growing, expanding further, which will benefit all of us. So today we are here for the sales team training, which is spanning across 2 days. That is today, 1.5 hour, 1 hour, and tomorrow, 1 more hour and a half. So today's agenda is we'll be covering only the concept of the book, the theme, how different this book is, how good this book is, what it has, and how best to pitch this book in front of school authorities. So tomorrow we'll be discussing all the digital content support that we are providing other than textbooks. So we deliberately split these two sessions into 2 days because at once not everybody can remember and retain the things. So we are splitting this in 2 sessions, today and tomorrow. The presentation will take around 40 minutes. After that, it's open for you to discuss, ask questions, share your experience or any concerns, how to answer certain questions when you tried pitching these books. So I'll be able to answer them all. So these meetings will also be recorded and uploaded on YouTube channel. Will be shared. We will share the link with you all, so you can rehearse, revise, and check this as many times as you want to gain confidence in selling these products effectively. Okay, so I would like to share my screen. I'll also share this pitch, sales pitch deck after we are done with this training. Is my screen visible to all? Somebody please acknowledge.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's visible. Okay, let's get started. So it's in the joint branding of Periwinkle and Dattamsh. So we are the knowledge partners. I'm the founder and CEO of Dattamsh. Dattamsh is a Sanskrit word for data, and Periwinkle is into publishing, marketing, and everything. So in collaboration, we have brought out this exciting book series, computer book series called Binary Brains. And I'm the author of this book, Chetana Sarang. So first of all, before we jump into the book, I want to address, I request all of you to mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. So first and foremost, I want to discuss a few things which are to be avoided when we are trying to pitch the books to the schools. So I have also been visiting schools through PBD distributors, their team, and many people. I have visited multiple schools in Bangalore and in Belgaum region. So with that experience, I have observed few things based on which I'm stating these points. These are purely subjective, and over my observation. If I think you have been in the sales for longer time, take this as inputs wherever it works. If you think these won't work, then you can use your own way. These are just my suggestions. The first one, do not assume long attention span. What do I mean by this? Because we know teachers, it's very difficult for us to get the time from teachers, computer teachers, who are the decision makers of buying the book for that academic year from a particular publisher. So they have very less attention span. So the opening lines should be very well chosen. You cannot start, avoid vague language. As soon as you start pitching these books, do not say there is a nice book series. These books are really good. So nobody says a book is bad whenever they are doing. So every competitor believes that their book is good and nice. So let us avoid using generic words like it's a nice series, it's a good series. So rather what I tell you is, you can open a page, which I'll show you in the presentation further. Open a page which from the book, which instantly grabs the attention. And then you can start saying it's a holistic book. It's an interesting one. It's built on a concept which is really comprehensive, contemporary, and holistic. So just practice these words: contemporary, holistic, comprehensive. So if you can use these words, it will have more impact rather than using these are good books, these are nice books. So, and another thing is, always carry the full set of samples, that is from 1 to 8. Uh, Please do not rush with half books, only the higher grades, only the lower grades, because when you are pitching for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you have got time of a teacher, then that's the time we have to give the full impression. We cannot say next day I will get some other books and show you further things, because they will forget. The next day we are gone, some other person will come and their mind is invested in that. So whenever we go, please ensure that there is a complete set of sample books for them to be convinced right away. Do not expect them to be investing their time, second time on the same books. So one time, give a good impression and finish. And the other point is, never compare with the competitors. If we are given time slot of 10 minutes, 15 minutes to pitch this, to show these books to teachers, I request not to compare it with the existing people saying how bad the other book is and how good our book is. Let us focus only on, yeah, somebody called Nandan. Can you please mute yourself? Yeah, could you please mute yourself, Mr. Nandan? Yeah, thank you. It's not yet resolved. Okay. So never compare with other competitors. saying those things are not there in the book. We have this. We cannot claim because we don't know what others are selling completely. So it's better we use all the 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever is available to talk about the strength of our books. And that also gives a good impression of our books. And no high pressure sales, because these days pushing hard won't work. These days, I believe things will work out on the concept called FOMO, fear of missing out. That means you show a very nice product and you don't push it. So they are matured, they are good enough to know that I will miss out on a good product even when we don't push. Only when we push, they feel that we need them to buy this. So we are making this book so beautiful. So wherever in the schools, wherever I have been in Bangalore, all the A grade schools, Mr. Rupak had taken me to visit many schools in Bangalore, in fact, including DPS. So everywhere I just made a point that these books are really different, holistic, and comprehensive. There is no way I am pressurizing them to buy them. So it works in an interesting way. So do not be pushy, trying to accommodate every demand, trying to show everything is good. Let them get some space, mind space to make judgment. Because uh, so far, whatever competitors we have seen before we did this, I'm very confident that this books stand class apart. There is no need for us to please and push too hard. We can simply try to tell everything that we are doing, everything that this book has, that is more than enough for them to grab the attention and consider this in their list of books that they can have that for academic year. But no, not acting too pushy on this, not to force a decision immediately. So these are few things which have come out from my experience. So now next, what should we do to win the sales? Grab attention first. Like I said, make it interactive and fun. Ask them few questions instantly. What do you think is the best way to provide computer education in this generation? The students are Gen Zs, there is so much of AI, the world is moving fast. What do you think is a right computer education? Ask them a question, make it interactive. And then, or you take open a book and show them a case study that is given in the book. Say, did you or me know this? Do you think the student should know this fact? How important it is to know. Then their attention, they get hooked on to the book. Then they get more open to listening to all that we have got further to talk about those books. And we have to highlight the unique features first. So the first 2 minutes of connecting with computer teachers or principal is very important. They open up their mind to hear something very interesting from you. And if you start blabbering, saying, this is a good book, this is a nice book, then they lose interest. So you have to practice, actually practice the right lines, right words, so that you grab the attention in first 1 or 2 minutes of getting the time from principal or teachers. That is where we make impression. The book follows later. And know the product inside out. So it's very important that we do our homework thoroughly. All of us are educated, all of us hold degrees, so nothing is actually difficult here. So we are also providing good training, and these recorded videos will also be available. All that we expect you to do is take these books yourself, flip the pages, see how you put yourself on the customer side as a computer teacher, put yourself in the shoes of a computer teacher, and see how good this book is. See only how good this book is. Do not see the other side. Just see how good the book is. That will be on your mind. Use those specific lines to connect with teachers directly. So you can talk about the deliverables, online what we provide, offline what we provide, and different case studies, mini projects. So whatever you have found interesting, you need to understand the book, go through the books once or twice, grab some interesting pieces from that book, and start your pitch talking to the teachers directly from that particular point. and utilize 100% of books knowledge. Meaning, you may be fascinated with one or two points to begin with, as when you saw these books as a customer, these are the things which attracted me. Use those pointers to start your pitch. But as you proceed, if the teachers and principals, they continue to hear you patiently, then you may want to deliver all the strength or the 100% of the knowledge that this book has, chapter by chapter. The more they open up, the more you go on explaining. So step by step you release. First is to grab the attention with interesting case studies, facts, ask them a question. So much is changing in this computer. The current generation students are digital natives, meaning they are born with digital things, whereas teachers and us are digital migrants. We have migrated late in the later stages of our life. So use the words students are digital natives, whereas teachers are digital migrants. So there is a generational gap and we need to catch up. What do you think is the right kind of book to make the classrooms, computer classrooms, more interesting, engaging, and holistic? So such questions will start making them look up to you and what you have got. So that's a nice approach that you can practice. So utilize 100% of the book's knowledge phase by phase. First step is to start interacting, give them questions, engage in discussions, show them case studies. And if they continue to hear, if they open up, one by one, you release all the features of the books until you feel that at this point they are convinced. So most of them, even after giving all the features, they come up with something, and I mean, some complaints saying all this is good, but this is like this, how to do, how to, we will deal that with later. Our first, we'll deal with that later, but our first intention is to make them hear our story completely with interest. First 2 minutes or first 1 minute is very important when they try to see what you have for them. Do not blabber, do not struggle to find the right words when the principal or teacher is ready to listen to you. So first 2 lines, you please practice. You can revisit this recorded video and you will get a lot of pointers. First, region wise, every different region, different schools, you know their mindset. Based on that and based on this today's session, you make your own first 2 lines that will instantly grab their attention. And after that, slowly start unveiling all the nice features of this book one by one and complete the entire demo. So if you finish or if the teachers are able to hear your end-to-end explanation of the book, then you already win. Or if you are struggling to choose the right words in the first 1 minute or first 2 lines, they will simply pass it on saying, you please meet our teachers or you please leave our copies here. We will check and get back to you. This is the thing which should not happen. I insist. So they should be able to accommodate some 5 minutes extra to learn about this book. They should avoid saying, okay, please leave these books here and we will get back to you, or our computer teachers are not there. Your explanation should be so interesting that they should feel like keeping aside everything for 5 minutes and finish that process right away. No fear of missing out, work on that. They should get a feeling that if they don't hear what you have got, or if they don't see through what this book has, they and their school is going to lose out a big deal. That is the impression you have to work on creating in the first 1 minute. And prepare thoroughly. Review the specific book you are pitching before every meeting. Each time you go, please flip the pages, see what more interesting can be done. And if you do this for first 5 schools, then later on, even if you're sleeping and somebody wakes you up, you will be able to repeat those lines. So that should be your proficiency in understanding and explaining the concepts, the features of this book effectively. So now let me talk to you about, okay, So far, we just discussed do's and don'ts. What shouldn't we be doing when we are pitching the books? And then we discussed what we should do while we are pitching the books. So that is only for sales team. From here onwards, I am just talking about how good these books are. Let me just give me a minute's break, water break. Okay, so before we started working on the binary brains project, me and my team, we had to think of a core philosophy on which these books will be built. We cannot be just pulling out one topic from one competitor, the other topic from other. It didn't work really like that. It worked on building the core philosophy behind these books. These are all coming from my own experience. That is the first point. More than a book, it's a holistic learning ecosystem, which means it's not just a book. There is teachers training provided, there are online resource provided, and there are stories, there are real-time case studies, there is coding, there is business, everything included in a book, and it's called an ecosystem, learning ecosystem, meaning online and offline both resources we give at the price of one book. They pay for the book, but they get the entire learning ecosystem, not just the book. So that was the first philosophy, not just selling the book. Second one is that it has to break the stereotypes. What is a stereotype? Usually in our times, computer education meant somebody who can build code, who is good at coding. Whereas, suppose in a class of 60, there are only 2 to 3 students who may be really interested in coding and these things. Whereas other 57 out of 60 or 56 students, they want something else in the name of computer education. It should not make them feel that they are losing out on computers because they cannot code. Computer means so much at this age. Once they reach degree, yes, somebody will choose coding, somebody will choose something, and they diverge. But in school, every student goes through school. Computer should not just mean coding. For somebody, it may be coding. For some, it may be to build a tech business. For somebody, it may be using the technology for global goals or sustainable goals for the better world. And for somebody, it is just being tech savvy at whatever work they are going to do growing up. So for all of them, we have something in this book. So that is breaking stereotype. It's not just meant for coders or geeks. Next thing is enhancing that student-teacher bond. We see that I remember in my school days, all of us love computers. All of us love mobile phones, computers, everything. But when it comes to the name computer class, everybody used to run away or they just wanted that class to be off. Why does that happen? The reason is the content is not good. It doesn't help the teacher and student bond well. How do they bond well when the content is so boring? What can the teacher do? So we have worked intensely on the content to make it engaging. And each time, the computer labs are not, they're not supportive to give personalized experience for each student. And every computer class, the students cannot be taken to the labs. It is a constraint in all the schools, be it big or small school. Every school has this limitation. So we have chosen that gap where we give interesting caselets, case studies, activities inside the book. So even without going to the lab, teacher and student get something interesting done inside the classroom. That's where here we don't talk about replacing teachers with any AI. The whole concept of this particular book is to develop strong bonding between teacher and student inside the classroom. So that we are doing. Please emphasize on this point when you're talking to teachers. school teachers. So they feel belonged to our books. It's not like replacing them or showing them down. We say that we understand your problems. We empathize teacher state in the classroom, computer class, and take them in confidence, saying that this book is built up to enhance student and teacher bonding inside the classroom. So yeah, and also contemporary topics like our books has topics on Myntra, Zomato, Swiggy, the business line, Google Maps, where the class gets super exciting, even without the labs. And the next point that we have worked on is essential digital foundation. Now there is a news, Dubai, UAE, all of these countries, I know they have made mandatory that introducing AI education from the first grade only. So we can see how important it is for us to start teaching AI at a very young age. And we have a computer segment in computer book from grade 1 to grade 8, introducing AI in a progressive manner, in a most interesting manner. And we also teach them data ethics. AI is all built on data. So it's very important for students to understand the terms and the process of maintaining good data ethics from a very young age. So we have built on that. And the core goal, what happens is ultimately we want to create responsible, innovative, and ethical digital citizens. See, in schools, computer subject is seen as part B subject, not a core subject. Whereas you got to tell them that although physics, chemistry, maths, languages, they form the core subjects or the you know life dictating subjects, but computer science or computers is a subject which talks about lifestyle only. No, the most of the problems that the school faces is not because of math, science, or languages. It is because of digital world, how one is behaving, how one is distracted, what someone is doing on internet. So these are the problems. So they should understand, school should understand that all the problems that the current generation is facing has something to do with digital world, computers, phones, and everything. So it's very important. You also say, whenever I visit a school, I tell them that it could be Dr. Abdul Kalam or it could have been Osama bin Laden. All of them have surpassed some or the other school. So we don't know what a student would become growing up. So every teacher's responsibility and every school's responsibility, it is to make them good citizens. And it starts from school. Our book takes care of this. So these are the essential core philosophies on which the book series is built. Yeah. Going to the next. Okay. So now let's talk about the theme of the book. So far we talked about considering what philosophy this book series is built. Now we are talking about the theme of this book, how it looks, how all these philosophies are packaged and delivered. So the first one, it's holistic and inquisitive learning. Holistic meaning it has all the elements, that is coding, ethics, it has tech savvy things, business angle to it, stories, everything. So it's a holistic book, not just technological terms. And inquisitive learning, that means it has something to offer to every kind of students, not just coders or geeks. So every chapter starts with thought-provoking questions. We tell them that this is the age of AI where the answers are readily available to everybody. Now, the biggest problem here is how to ask the right questions. So nobody knows to ask right questions because our entire education system assessment or evaluating a child is built on answering, not on questioning. So here we make them think and we make them question certain things. So questions to ponder, this section is available at the beginning of every chapter. So it instantly puts them into a thinking cap and they get curious to understand why I should learn this particular chapter, why I should know about this chapter. The second point, early exposure to advanced concepts. That is, we have introduced AI from grade 1. They have AI music making, auto draw, where initially they start using AI tools. Later, from third, fourth grade onwards, they are introduced to some theoretical concepts about AI. So we have an important topic, database management also, because AI comes from a good database. Anything with respect to AI cannot stand without data or database. So database management is very important. We have included those concepts as well. And the most important thing in this entire series is being aware of data ethics. What is the penalty that is levied on if they end up in data breach? How companies, big companies in the market, in the world, faced issues due to data breach. All those case studies are given along with this ethics. Then storytelling through caselets. At the end of each chapter, there is a story, fictional story, that is called caselet. So what is the reason behind it? We believe, or it is true, that humans tend to forget the facts. They remember the stories very well. So after learning so many concepts in the chapter, if they have to retain, it's not about just making them write 10 times, 5 times. If they have to remember effectively, the best way we can do it is by making up the entire chapter in the form of a story so that they remember it. So that's how we have introduced caselets after every chapter. And then we are providing teacher training, comprehensive guides with answer keys, uh, with the video, and especially uh, author-led training for confident and the right way to deliver the concepts. So publishing a book, releasing the content and distributing the books is half done. If they don't deliver the content in the right way as intended by me or my team, the product fails. So we don't want that to happen. What we have done is we provide live teachers training. We also record them and give it to the teachers later on. So we have a WhatsApp group of teachers where once in 2 months, or there is a slide ahead, I'll tell you. So teachers training is a feature which stands out along with our books. So in this, the teacher always ends up learning more than that is provided in the book. So the teacher stands more confidently in the classroom, and students have got something to look up to teachers more than what is written in the book. So this is our intent, because our core philosophy, which talks about developing teacher and student bonding inside the classroom. So this is a supporting feature, or uh, this is a support that we give to the teachers through author-led teacher training online. So teacher's manual with answer keys for classroom management. We also give PPTs. Yeah, that is for tomorrow. All the digital content that we are giving will be shown to you in the tomorrow's session. So a glimpse of our 8 books, 1 to 8th grade. So each book, the series, has got all these 5 segments, except for the first standard book. We don't have computational thinking because they are too young. So computer literacy, it concentrates on mostly concepts. It is theoretical, and the first 2 chapters we cover computer literacy in every book, conceptual understanding. And digital skills include tools such as MS Word, MS Excel, PowerPoint, and many more, which are non-negotiable. So we have put them all. Then we have computational thinking. This is a geek section where their analytical thinking, algorithmic thinking is improvised, coding, algorithms. We have Scratch, Python, SQL. Then we introduce them to AI, which these are just few topics from the entire series that we have written for you to be able to tell them what these segments are. That's all. So we have generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, DALL-E, Mid-Journey, image generators, these things, and real-world applications of AI. Then we have sustainable development goals, that is framed by United Nations. India is one of the countries which have signed up for them. And what they do is they develop some solutions to reach the global goals, such as eradicating poverty, hunger, equitable education, and many other things. So each book has one sustainable development goal. So the intent is for them not to learn technology for their self or to build some code. They need to know how it can add value in the world at a global level if they want to contribute and make change in the world. There are some problems already which are surveyed and presented under this SDGs. They might as well take up to work on this. When you go to schools, tell them that if they know these technologies and work on these sustainable development goals through technology, they may compete in at global level competitions with the help of computer teacher and our resources, and your school can take part in global level competitions. This is how you can convince them. And more features. So progressive learning, we have multiple parts. Topics like MS Word, we have two parts of MS Word, two parts of MS Excel, MS Paint, three parts of Scratch, and three parts of Python. So progressive, the topics are all progressive. So then the second one is they do have coding, extensive coding skills that are given up in a right way. Our style of introducing coding is also very different. If they say these topics are already there in other books also, you can just show them. We are not debating on the topics. We are debating on the way the topics are presented. Those are very different. So you can tell them the topics might be same, but the way it is presented, you can take a call. You can just compare and let us know. Not a single day you should tell that the other book is what other book is given as bad. I strongly insist not to complain about any other book, but use all the time to talk how good this book is. So empowering students with, so you can just open pages and say, maybe database, data ethics is given in other competitors' books as well, but you can just see how differently this is given. You can compare. I don't know, so you compare. This is what we have and we are showing it. You compare and take a call. And the third thing is, as I told, we also have trending generative AI tools. And some schools may take objection saying, why should they be learning all this so early? Some schools did actually. They say that it's spoiling them and all that. I simply give an example of washing machine. Washing machine, when it was introduced, till today, the older generation people, my grandma says, they believe that washing machine doesn't clean clothes, but everybody has washing machine. So meaning the analogy I give is that whether you accept it today or tomorrow, it's going to be there. It's not going to stop because you're holding or you're obstructing or you're objecting that, you're resisting that. It's going to, if you don't teach in the school, they will learn elsewhere. So you better teach in the school the right way. So today, either today or tomorrow, you have to adapt to it. You do it today, you are relevant. You do it later, you will be irrelevant. So this is what I tell them. So there is no way you can resist object or do something about where entire world is going and you stop there, say this is not good. No, we have to go with the wave, but we have to go responsibly and teach them the right ways to do it. Yeah, so these are some glimpses from the book case study. So as I say, quickly open up a book. You can see this is Binary Brains 8th standard book, page number 38, or the hard copy. Just please check the page number. This is from the soft copy. So keep this handy when you go to schools. Do not spend a lot of time in orally saying this is a good book, this is a nice book. Simply just open this page and keep it. Such case studies are given, which are important for real life. Grab the attention, start talking about the books further. Show them these pages instantly, open them. Because Facebook is something which everybody are using, and it has also undergone a lot of issues. What incident of data breach, how it impacted, whom it impacted, and what were the legal and financial consequences. You could see there were around 265 million euros that the fine was levied on Meta, Facebook. So after that, the teacher and student can engage in a discussion. What could Facebook have done differently to prevent the data from resurfacing? What steps should companies take to rebuild trust after data breach? How do you think Facebook sustained after this data breach, big data breach incident? How are they still winning the market? So all this makes everybody start seeing technology in a holistic way, not just for the marks, not just for to get the right code without error. So they start thinking technology at a in a bigger picture. So such interesting discussions will make the class interesting even when they don't go to labs. So another case study. I pull out these two wherever I go. I simply open page number 8 standard book, and whichever book is this, I think, I don't know in which book it is. Yeah, Aadhaar card data lake. I just show this. Our data were all sold. Did you or me know about it? Don't you think the next generation should know about this? So this is how the books are made really meaningful. Okay. Case studies start from fifth grade onwards, not before that, because before fifth grade, the kids are too young to understand the real world. So maybe from fifth grade, we have just built it. But caselets are there at every grade and every age. Caselets are fictional stories which are made up. Case studies are real world incidents that happened. So you can see there is a case study on Sophia, who has acquired robotic person, I mean, it has got digital citizenship. And then there is one more, peak mode real estate. It's not just talking about destruction. We also talk case studies about how it helped. So Canva is a topic in our book. So a company called Peak Made Real Estate, it made a lot of business transformation, earning good revenues by using Canva effectively for their branding. So all that is given here. So these are caselets. Okay, so we have things like reducing screen time and benefits of playing outdoor games. So such stories also share moral. We teach technology because it is inevitable. At the time, we know the consequences, the negative consequences of this. So we are also talking about them in the form of stories. Yeah, interesting stories like Namit and cooling fans. The computer starts making some odd sound because a guy called Namit, he doesn't shut it off. He's running, playing games all the time. So his father teaches him or tells him a story that if you don't shut it off or if you don't give a break, like humans need sleep, these computers also need to shut down and take rest. So you have to shut it down properly and give a break. Otherwise, because of the heat, the cooling fans will open and they will start operating and you see that, you hear that sound. Okay, so such interesting stories are also given at the end of each chapter. So these are glimpses of mini projects. These are not mandatory, but the teachers can always use these. There is a suggestion these mini projects in the teacher's guide. We tell them this is how you can do it, but that doesn't limit it in the. Those are just suggestive. So accept wrong answers, accept wrong ways of doing, build on it. So for teachers who are too busy to think and implement this, we have just given a suggestive way. So these are many projects from grade 2 onwards. So hands-on interactive activities like crosswords, grids, MCQs are all present throughout the book, which makes the book interesting. So how it stands out, what are the different features in the curriculum? If they ask, if the teachers are learned, if they're really good in computer science, they want to know what more is there is in the book. For them, you can show this. There is SQL, database management. There is Python is taught in a very different way. You can tell them if you're not technical people, I understand. Just tell them you take Python from this book and see the way it is introduced. I'm sure you will find it a lot different than that you might have come across before. So you see, every book tells them the right way to do it. The wrong ways they have to figure out by themselves. But in our book, we show them the errors. If you do this, you will get this particular error. So we show the wrong ways of doing to be avoided first, and then we tell the right ways. That's how the confidence in coding is at a next level when they learn in this method. And we have some AI tools and dedicated chapter for data ethics. So this is only to highlight unique chapters in the book series. So now they ask what makes it unique again. It is aligned with NEP and NCF. It meets the National Educational Curriculum Framework. It goes well with CBS, CBSE, state syllabus, and ICSE also. But the problem with ICSE is from 9th standard, they have Java. So there, I happen to discuss this. 8th standard, they don't want them to be deep into Python. So they are skeptical to take 8th standard books for ICSE because 9th grade they have Java. So we cannot do anything because ICSE also has a certain uh, syllabus flow. So they ask these things are not covered and other things. So the whatever I have observed is ICSC definitely have their flow. We have covered the topics, but in different. Suppose ICSC syllabus says in 3rd standard Excel has to be covered. We have covered that in 5th standard. If because in 3rd standard we have introduced many other concepts like Google Maps or something, we need space. So and Excel is something, the more you age, the better you know its usage. Learning it at in a 3rd standard may not get a lot done from the student, but when you learn as you grow up, the utility of MS Excel is better. So that's how you say that it is mapped on based on utility and interest. Definitely all the topics that are mentioned in the ICSE syllabus are covered, but they are not covered under a definite grade. They are covered maybe what is expected in 2nd standard that is put up in 4th, or what is expected in 7th grade, it is given in our books in 5th standard. So just tell them if you are open for flexibility, then these books still fit in your thing. So how much flexible you are and how open you are to accept this, that you have to take a call. We are just here to present how beautiful this book series is. If you find interest, please, we'll be happy to serve you. If it is adding to constraint, then please appreciate and recommend our books to anybody you know. This is what I say. We cannot push or try to fit in when they say something, when they push some resistive comments, when they say this is not feasible, this doesn't work. So this is how I deal with ICSE people. If there is flexibility and if this content engages you or it is promising, and please make use of that flexibility. If you think it is a constraint, then the choice is up to you. But say that, yes, there are few ICSE schools that have been using. I don't know how they are managing, but they are using. So this is what I said. So it empowers teachers. I mean, whenever we are training the teachers, the third point, empowering teachers, whenever we are training teachers online, we always ensure that they get more or whatever trending things in that particular concept. Say Google Maps if I'm teaching them, or operating system if I'm teaching, or we are teaching them about cloud. There is only so much that can be given or that is given in the book. But when we are training the teachers, we give them all the trending things that are there in the outside world. So there is India's own cloud called Meghraj. There is India's own AI LLM called Sarvam, which is launched 2 months back, supported by Indian government. All those things we will be, imparting to the teachers. There is a nice AI tool feature to make flowcharts. and make the flowchart topic interesting inside the classroom by using this tool. So many other features which are trending, those will be taught in the online teachers training. And we call it one-stop solution from basic to advanced. Everybody will have something to take away from this book. And final value that we propose is we build tech-savvy, responsible citizens. We are preparing for the absolute AI revolution. So this is all I had to say today. And so this is the company's number. Please drop in a message if you want any schools, any big chain of schools or any schools who wants us to give a demo online, then please connect with this number and message them. Let us know 2 days before, at least 2 days before, so that one of our teammates, whoever is free, will try to give them online demo to the schools about the books. If you can do the job, nothing like it. This video is available. You can revisit these videos, keep hearing them, and practice all the tips, adhere to all the suggestions that I have shared with my experience, and try to make the best out of this. So I know that schools can give only 10-15 minutes to each publisher for each book. There are no repetitive things. So please make the best in the first 1 minute and utilize the complete 10 minutes. So much so that you may not require to repeat or do it in installments. Impression making or convincing should not be installment wise. They should finish and mentally set themselves in just 10-15 minutes, one meet. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. Now I'm open to take any questions, discussions that you may have based on your experience. I'm comfortable with Hindi, Marathi, Kannada. So please feel free to talk and communicate in any
मैम
language. Yeah.
मैम आशीष
हाँ जी बोलिए.
मैम ये अभी आपने बताया आईसीएससी की बुक्स में मतलब ये हम आईसीएससी स्कूल में यूज कर सकते हैं बट एज पर आईसीएससी सिलेबस के अकॉर्डिंग चैप्टर हमारे मैच नहीं करेंगे
हम्म.
तो हम
फ्लो
मतलब
मैच नहीं करेगा. अभी एक्सेल उन्होंने दिया है 3rd स्टैंडर्ड में करना है आईसीएससी, तो हम कवर कर रहे हैं 5th स्टैंडर्ड में. हम कवर तो कर ही रहे हैं पूरे सीरीज में, लेकिन
ओके
वो एग्जैक्टली मैप्ड नहीं है जहाँ पे आईसीएससी ने प्रिस्क्राइब किया. अगर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है तो वो खरीद सकते हैं हमारे बुक्स, क्योंकि हम कवर तो कर ही रहे हैं.
हाँ कवर कर रहे हैं बट एज
हाँ,
पर क्लास के स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से नहीं आगे पीछे है बट
आगे
चैप्टर
पीछे है लेकिन
हाँ
कवर हो रहे सारे.
यानी हम अप्रोच कर सकते हैं एसएससी स्कूल में भी मे भी अगर उनको पसंद आ गई तो लग सकते हैं.
राइट.
ओके
आई थिंक मैम इन आईसीएससी स्कूल बेसिकली इन ग्रेड 8 में ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगी.
या इवन आई हैव फेस दिस, यही
ग्रेड 8 में
प्रॉब्लम
वो
हुआ है.
ज्यादा चाहते होंगे यहाँ की, क्योंकि हमारे बुक्स में अभी इतना नहीं है.
सही है. हमें जावा देना भी नहीं है, क्योंकि आगे जाकर सब कुछ पाइथन बेस्ड है. इट्स ट्रेंडिंग. हम दो लैंग्वेज तो बच्चों को सिखा नहीं सकते. हम जावा नहीं सीखेंगे तो फिर भी सरवाइव कर सकते, लेकिन पाइथन नहीं सीखेंगे तो आगे सरवाइव करना मुश्किल हो जाएगा. तो फिर भी लेकिन जावा को हटाने हमारे बस की बात नहीं है, क्योंकि वो पॉलिसी से आता है, वो तो चेंज नहीं कर सकते. तो है यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रेंट आईसीएससी में, क्योंकि आईसीएससी के सिलेबस में जावा मेंशन्ड है. मुझे लगता है कि और 1-2 साल में वो लोग भी चेंज कर देंगे, क्योंकि जावा अभी पाइथन हैज ओवरटेकन जावा. धीरे धीरे चेंज होगा, लेकिन आई डोंट इंसिस्ट कि कोई पाइथन छोड़कर जावा करे.
मैम वन मोर क्वेश्चन आई वांट टू आस्क. in our books basically in every chapter there are 2 points are given. The first one is the caselet you are given, okay, in every chapter, each and every chapter. And second one you are also providing the ये case study. तो So basically, what is the difference between the caselet and the case study? Because both are the same thing according to me.
नो वी हैव डिफरेंशिएटेड, नाम के हिसाब से सेम रहेगा, लेकिन हम जिस आइडिया से बनाए वो अलग है। केसलेट
क्या?
जो है वो बनाया हुआ कहानी है, इट्स अ फिक्शन। जैसे हमने इमेजिन करके एक स्टोरी जैसे क्रिएट किया है,
हाँ,
स्टूडेंट्स याद रख पाए सारा कुछ जो चैप्टर में सीखा है उन्होंने रियल लाइफ में कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं। एक
in
कहानी के जरिए हमने बताया सारे।
that means you are talking about the caselet.
केसलेट
केसलेट में
केसलेट
आपने एक
इज
इमेजिनेशन किया है थ्रू स्टोरी।
इमेजिन्ड स्टोरी।
ठीक है। और अगर ये केस स्टडी में क्या है मैम? ये भी तो लगभग वही चीज है।
नहीं, केस स्टडी कहानी हमने नहीं बनाया है, ये कहानी जो हुआ है वो हम छाप रहे हैं वहां पे, जैसे न्यूज़ आर्टिकल कि ऐसे हुआ वैसे हुआ इसके वजह से। सो दोज आर रियल लाइफ जो हुए हैं, हमने इमेजिन करके नहीं डाला हुआ है, वो दोज आर फ्रॉम वैलिड सोर्सेस, न्यूज सोर्स से हमने लिया है।
हम्म। मैम एक चीज और है, जैसे ये आपने केस रिलेट दिया जो और केस स्टडी दिया, उसमें बाद में आपने ना एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछे हैं उसमें केस स्टडी में।
नहीं, ऐसे हमने एक फॉर्मेट तो नहीं रखा हुआ है।
हाँ, मतलब केस स्टडी का बेसिक एडवांटेज तभी है ना कि जब आप उस केस स्टडी पे यू विल आस्क सम क्वेश्चंस एंड द
नहीं नहीं,
आंसर
उसमें
एंड द
फिक्स्ड
आंसर
फॉर्मेट
विल कम
हमने नहीं
फ्रॉम द
रखा है,
स्टूडेंट साइड।
क्योंकि जैसे हमने फेसबुक का भी रखा है, फेसबुक डेटा ब्रीच, वहां पे क्वेश्चंस है। तो केस स्टडी हमने ऐसे रखा है कि कुछ चीजें वो सोचते रहे कि इट्स जस्ट फॉर कॉन्टेम्पलेशन, जरूरी नहीं है कि क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कस करे। सो हर एक केस स्टडी का फॉर्मेट, इट्स अ फ्री स्टाइल। वी जस्ट टेल देम कि ये ऐसे ऐसे हुआ था। कुछ केस स्टडीज में वी डिस्कस विद क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स, एंड कुछ केस स्टडीज इट्स लेफ्ट फॉर देयर कंटेम्पलेशन, वो खुद सोचेंगे कि क्या सही था क्या गलत था।
ओके मैम, वन मोर क्वेश्चन आई वांट टू आस्क यू। एक आपने वर्ड यूज किया था कंटेम्परेरी, तो वो
हम्म
बेसिकली उसका मीनिंग क्या है? मैं उसको समझना चाह रहा था क्योंकि होलिस्टिक
हम्म
डेवलपमेंट की बात किया आपने, फिर कंटेम्परेरी की बात किया था, तो वो क्या
हम्म
चीज है?
कंटेम्प्ररी मतलब अभी इस जमाने के लिए जो जरूरी है, जो ट्रेंडिंग है, जैसे कि एआई हो गया, एसक्यूएल हो गया, पाइथन हो गया, ये सब कंटेम्प्ररी है। ये जावा, सी प्लस प्लस, ये तो पुराने हो गए।
हम्म।
कंटेम्प्ररी मतलब जो ट्रेंडिंग, इन शॉर्ट जो ट्रेंड में है, जो जरूरी है आजकल।
हम्म। ओके।
तो somebody has asked a question chat box में कि if we arrange multiple schools at a time for a demo, can we get? Yes, definitely, nothing like it. जरूरी नहीं है कि group of schools should be there, because not all, I mean, chain school brand का group, it's not required. Even if you aggregate different small schools in one day, one time slot, we can still give a demo, online demo.
सुनील जयपुर मैम।
हाँ, गुड आफ्टरनून।
मैम ये पूछना चाह रहा था कि कोडिंग का जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, कोडिंग अपनी फर्स्ट क्लास से स्टार्ट है या मतलब 6 7 8 में स्टार्ट है?
नहीं, सिक्स स्टैंडर्ड से स्टार्ट है, क्योंकि एनसीईआरटी का, एनसीएफ का रूल है कि कोडिंग सिक्स स्टैंडर्ड्स के बाद ही शुरू करना है। तो हमने सिक्स स्टैंडर्ड से ही कोडिंग शुरू किया है। उससे पहले हम बस स्क्रैच, ऑलगरिदमिक थिंकिंग, ऐसे हम कंप्यूटेशनल थिंकिंग पे काम करते हैं, लेकिन एक्चुअल कोडिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम सिक्स स्टैंडर्ड।
ओके मैम, इसके रिगार्डिंग जैसे अपन स्कूल में जाते हैं, वो लोग कहते हैं कि नहीं यार टीचर की एक ट्रेनिंग चलिए, तो अपन ऑफलाइन ट्रेनिंग करवाएंगे इसमें, ऑनलाइन ही कराएंगे?
टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग ऑनलाइन फ्री में आ जाएगा अगर बुक
ओके
खरीद, तो
ओके।
ऑफलाइन है तो दे हैव टू पे एक्स्ट्रा।
एक अप्रोक्सीमेट आइडिया मैम, क्या मतलब इसके पे स्केल रहेगा इसका?
इसका हम मैं आपको बता देती हूँ, मैं ग्रुप में डाल देती
हाँ प्लीज प्लीज।
हूँ या। तो
ओके
अगर
थैंक यू।
कोई रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा तो आप
जी
कनेक्ट कर दीजिए, वो जो नंबर मैंने दिया है। कोई
जी
स्कूल्स
जी
पूछ रहे हैं तो वी
जी।
विल टेल देम।
या डेफिनेटली मैम।
और
ओके
हाउ
थैंक
मेनी
यू।
आवर्स डिपेंड करता है कि वी चार्ज ऑन आवरली बेसिस, पर आवर चार्ज,
ओके
वी डोंट चार्ज ऑन नंबर ऑफ पीपल।
ओके
जैसे कि अभी दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल हम गए थे, रूपक जी लेकर गए थे हमें, तो बुक का डिसीजन तो वो बाद में लेने वाले, बिफोर दैट दे वांटेड सम ट्रेनिंग थ्रू मी, दे आर रेडी टू पे एक्स्ट्रा। दे
ओके
वांट एआई रिलेटेड ट्रेनिंग वगैरह, तो सो वी टोल्ड देम There are 15 teachers. Delhi Public School में 15 teachers है. So we shared them a quotation price and everything. So if they want it for only 15 people, also the price is per hour. If they want it for 100, it's per hour. तो हम per hour के हिसाब से हम charge करते हैं, not on the head count. So
ओके
instead
जी
of paying the same price for 15 people, they can invite other school teachers also and make it as an event.
ओके
Yeah, so we charge per hour basis.
ओके मैम ओके क्लियर
Yeah,
ओके थैंक यू
yeah. Thank you.
हेलो मैम।
Hello. हाँ.
मेरा मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ये था, जैसे ये हमारा है विंडोज 11 प्लस एआई है ना, कई स्कूल वाले विंडोज 10 प्लस एआई चाहते हैं, तो उसमें क्या जवाब दे सकते हैं हम लोग?
नहीं सर, ये विंडोज 11 ट्रेंडिंग है. इतना बहुत ज्यादा ही कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं रहता है इसमें 10 to 11 में.
मैम अभी
लेकिन
ट्रेंडिंग तो विंडोज 12 आ गया है ना, अभी तो
हाँ,
अभी
अभी
10
तो
नहीं
इतना आगे जा रहा है कि उनको थोड़ा अपग्रेड करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वो पीछे रह जाएंगे.
और
अपन
हमारे
हम्म.
अपन तो
ये
विंडोज 11 दे रहे हैं ना मैम अभी।
विंडोज 11 दे रहे हैं और ऐसे ही आगे बढ़ते जाएगा. हमने तो एक सेफ जगह चूज किया है जहाँ पे 12 टू मच विल बी टू मच फॉर पीपल टू अडेप्ट एंड 10 विल बी टू मच टू डाउनग्रेड. तो हमने बीच में का लिया है अभी. एंड देयर वोंट बी मेजर चेंजेस. देर विल बी सर्टन फीचर्स, वो जो फ्रंट एंड वो डैशबोर्ड में थोड़े चेंजेस रहेंगे, बट बेसिकली दे वोंट फाइंड मच डिफरेंस. उतना तो उनको मैनेज करके जाना ही पड़ेगा. ऐसे नहीं कि पॉइंट टू पॉइंट टेक्स्ट बुक में वो स्क्रीनशॉट में वो ही होना चाहिए, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजीज चेंज होते हैं. वो स्क्रीनशॉट्स may not be relevant as they change the front end. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ऑफिस वाले तो हमें कंसिडर करके वो थोड़ी चेंज करते हैं, तो वी डोंट हैव कंट्रोल ऑन दैट. They should be smart enough to adapt for that. But if this window books is made for Windows 11, they have to upgrade themselves to the book. We cannot downgrade for Windows 10.
एक और क्वेश्चन था मैडम, ये पाइथन जो हम लैंग्वेज इस बुक में है, तो ये कौन सी ग्रेड से स्टार्ट है?
पाइथन 6th ग्रेड से ही हमने शुरू किया है. इंट्रोडक्शन 6th 7th 8th तीन क्लासेस में है.
ओके थैंक यू।
Yeah. Any more questions by anybody?
मैम एक क्वेश्चन, आपने ये बोला था ना कि हाँ हम लोग जो है सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स को जो है
हम्म.
ग्रेड वाइज जो कर रहे हैं, तो ये कौन से ग्रेड में कौन सा सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट है, ये
ये
लिस्ट
ग्रेड
बाद में
वाइज
मिलेगी?
कुछ नहीं है. हमने बस एक एडिशनल एक्साइटिंग इंटरेस्टिंग फीचर मानकर डाला है
हाँ हाँ
एट द एंड ऑफ ईच चैप्टर. आई मीन छोटे क्लासेस फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड सेकंड स्टैंडर्ड को हमने स्ट्रेट सिंपल टॉपिक्स एज प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट चूज किया है कि रिड्यूसिंग हंगर पॉवर्टी. ऐसे जैसे एज ग्रुप बढ़ते जाएगा, वी हैव गिवन सम इकोनॉमिक्स रिलेटेड एंड अदर. देर आर 9 SDGs framed by, I think 9 or 11, framed by United Nations. We have no control on that. We have just introduced one at the end of each book. हम बस उनको दिखा रहे कि आप सीख कर ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स में आपको सोल्यूशन फाइंड करके कुछ कर सकते हो. आप सीख कर भूल मत जाना कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी. यू कैन ट्राई टू डू समथिंग फॉर दैट प्रॉब्लम विद द टेक्नोलॉजी दैट यू हैव लर्नड.
बाकी मैम ग्रेड 7 में जैसे जो हम लोगों ने ये AR VR दिया हुआ है, इसका प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर के लिए अगर टीचर कहते हैं कि ये आपने जो IoT और आपने AR VR दिया हुआ है, इसका प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर अपन बच्चों को कैसे करा सकते हैं, किस तरीके से, कोई एक्टिविटी वगैरह? मैम क्योंकि मैं जो बुक्स को रीड आउट थोड़ा सा किया है, मैंने देखा इसमें एक्टिविटीज दी हैं बट बहुत शॉर्ट में दी हुई हैं. मतलब बस
बहुत
सिर्फ एक्टिविटी का एक शॉर्ट में दिया हुआ है, जैसे एक्टिविटी का आपने बस वो 3 लाइन में लिख दिया है, तो वो एक्टिविटी कैसे करानी है उसको पूरा
वो
डिटेल
तो
में,
टीचर्स
या
मैनुअल
हम
में
लोग
हमने
उसको?
दिया है, सजेस्ट किया है कि वो कैसे करवा सकते हैं. टीचर्स मैनुअल जो एक कॉपी मिलती है हर
अच्छा,
एक
टीचर
हर एक
मैनुअल में
स्कूल को.
दिया है, ओके
हाँ,
ओके।
उसमें दिया गया है, सजेस्ट किया है कि ऐसे कर सकते हो आप. अगर उनके खुद की क्रिएटिविटी कुछ अलग बनाना चाहते हैं क्रिएटिविटी से, तो वो कर सकते हैं, बट वी हैव गिवन अ वे.
हम्म।
क्योंकि AR VR ये सब जो है ना, इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. हमें
हाँ
तो बस बताना है कि ये सारी चीजें एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, तो वो प्रैक्टिकली इम्प्लीमेंट. क्योंकि अभी तो स्कूल्स बहुत सारे स्कूल्स में इंटरनेट भी नहीं है हर सिस्टम में।
नहीं
AR
मैम,
VR तो बहुत ही बोलते हैं।
यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट कि ये AR VR जो है इसका तो किट ही बहुत महंगा आता है, 50,000 1 लाख रुपीज तक आता है। लेकिन मेरा कहने का मतलब ये था कि अगर हम इसको जैसे जैसे अभी हम लोगों ने और भी बाकी बुक्स में दिया हुआ है, QR कोड के थ्रू जो है हम स्कैन करते हैं तो उसमें वीडियोज आ जाता है। तो अगर हम उसको मतलब फिजिकल एंटिटी की बजाय जो अगर हम वीडियोज के माध्यम से भी दे पाते तो एटलीस्ट बच्चा कुछ तो नियर बाई पहुंच जाता वहां पे कि
सही है।
क्या
हम
होता है
वी आर
AR VR।
ऑल्सो गिविंग दोज, क्योंकि कल के सेशन में हम जो भी ऑनलाइन डिजिटल रिसोर्सेस दे रहे हैं उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो
ओके,
हमारे हर चैप्टर में भी QR कोड्स हैं। हम वीडियोस अपलोड करते जा रहे हैं, 5th ग्रेड तक हो चुके। तो अनदर 1 मंथ ऑल ऑफ देम विल बी अपलोडेड। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए तो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं रहेगा, आप सारे वीडियोस दिखा सकते हो QR कोड स्कैन करके।
ओके, राइट, थैंक यू मैम।
या वेलकम।
मैम इसमें QR कोड के रिगार्डिंग आपने वीडियो कॉल से दिया है, कुछ एक्टिविटी भी मतलब डाली है कुछ इसमें?
नहीं नहीं, सिर्फ वीडियो, एनिमेटेड वीडियोस है जो लेसन में दिया हुआ है। क्योंकि अगर हमें ये, आप देख लीजिएगा 1-2 वीडियोस, तो इट्स ऑलमोस्ट एनिमेटेड वीडियोस है, बहुत अच्छे से बने हुए हैं, विथ वॉइस ओवर, विथ सबटाइटल्स, सब कुछ है। तो आई विल शो देम टू यू टुमारो। कल के सेशन में हम सारा डिजिटल कंटेंट, वीडियोस, ट्रेनिंग, PPT डाउनलोडिंग, वो सब हम कल के सेशन में कवर कर लेंगे।
ओके मैम।
या
मैम एक वन वन मोर क्वेश्चन।
श्योर
ये
श्योर।
आपने जो QR कोड दिया हुआ है मैम, वो चैप्टर के स्टार्टिंग में जो ऊपर की ओर दिया राइट हैंड पे, तो इसमें क्या पूरा चैप्टर का, क्योंकि और तो कहीं QR कोड नहीं दिख रहा है मेरे को,
पूरे
तो यहाँ पर
चैप्टर का एनिमेटेड वीडियो है विथ वॉइस ओवर, स्टेप बाय
अच्छा, तो
स्टेप, और वो इन
पूरे
डेप्थ
चैप्टर
है।
का एक ही साथ दे दिया है मतलब आपने?
एक चैप्टर के सामने जो भी है QR कोड, वो पूरा चैप्टर कवर करता है।
पूरे
और
चैप्टर का
हाँ,
वीडियोज हैं यहाँ पे,
वीडियो हो जाएगा।
उसमें सारे टॉपिक कवर हो जाएंगे उससे रिलेटेड जो भी
हाँ
होंगे।
हाँ, जैसे
जैसे मैम एक चैप्टर है
प्रोग्रेस
ग्रेड
होता है
सेवन का,
6।
एक चैप्टर मैं आपसे डिस्कस करता हूँ। जैसे ये हमारा एक चैप्टर है, चैप्टर नंबर 4 है CSS, कास्केडिंग स्टाइल सीट जो है, जिसमें हमने HTML का रिवीजन कराया है, CSS के बारे में बताया हुआ है। ठीक है, तो मतलब ये कोडिंग वगैरह हमने HTML की एक छोटी मोटी वेबसाइट हमने बनाई है, सिंपल वेब पेज बनाया हुआ है। ठीक है,
ओके।
तो ये सारा चीजों का वीडियो आपने एक ही QR कोड पे दे दिया है।
हाँ, उस QR कोड में ऑलमोस्ट वो वीडियो 30 मिनट्स के आसपास है, जो विथ स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग। अगर बच्चा स्कूल भी नहीं जाएगा तो अपने आप खुद सीख सकता है वीडियो देखकर, सब कुछ डिटेल में है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप।
हम्म, फाइन फाइन। मैम एक चीज और है, जैसे जो हम लोग इसमें आपने बात किया था अपने PPT में कि वी आर ऑल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग द टीचर ट्रेनिंग, थ्री थ्री टीचर ट्रेनिंग वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग। ठीक है,
या
तो इसमें हम लोग क्या नाम है, कोडिंग भी टीचर्स को बताएंगे?
नहीं,
जो
सब
हमारी
कुछ
कोडिंग है
सारे
हमने कहीं
चैप्टर्स है।
कहीं
4 लेवल्स में हम कवर करते हैं। फर्स्ट लेवल में सारे फर्स्ट 2 चैप्टर्स कवर हो जाएंगे। ऐसे
हाँ
करते करते हम पूरे बुक के जो कंटेंट है, इंक्लूडिंग कोडिंग, जो भी है, सारे चैप्टर्स, ऑल द 52 चैप्टर्स एंड बियॉन्ड वी विल बी कवरिंग। जो छोटे मोटे टॉपिक्स है, जैसे कि पेंट हो, वर्ड हो, हम वहाँ पे थोड़ा भगा देंगे, क्योंकि सबको तो आते ही हो।
हाँ हाँ।
उसमें ज्यादा हम टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते। जहाँ पे ज्यादा हमें एम्फसाइज करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी, जैसे कि क्लाउड कॉन्सेप्ट्स, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स, कोडिंग, वहाँ पे हम ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिस।
हैंड्स ऑन।
बट वी विल कवर ऑल द टॉपिक्स विच आर देयर फ्रॉम 1 to 8 ग्रेड। हम ये नहीं सोचते कि वो टीचर कौन से ग्रेड को पढ़ा रहे, वी आर जस्ट टीचिंग ईच टीचर ऑल द बुक्स।
ओके।
या डू वी हैव एनी
Is
मोर
there anyone else
क्वेश्चंस?
for question? Karnataka team. I think they have made themselves silent. That means they understood everything. Otherwise, they didn't.
Okay, there are few things. Yeah, Dr. Goraknath, he asked if we can arrange. Yeah, I already told this. Yes, we will give a demo for group of multiple small schools. Okay then, if you don't have any questions, तो हम कल फिर मिलेंगे 3:30 बजे. We will discuss all the online deliverables, जो भी QR codes है, वीडियोस है, PPT डाउनलोड करने के, सब कुछ सारा कुछ हम कल कवर कर लेते हैं. And this video will be uploaded and shared with you all. तो आपको आप रिपीट करके रिवाइज करके देख सकते हो जब भी आप पिच करना चाहते हो. It will help you.
Ma'am, is all these QR code are working? I mean,
It is working till grade 5.
that's what I'm higher classes when I
अभी if you people are pitching these books right now, just during the demo show the lower grade, second grade, third grade का आप दिखा दीजिए. Maybe after a month all of them will be out on the thing. तभी जाकर आप कोई भी स्कैन कर दीजिए.
Good evening, ma'am. These
Good evening.
videos can be downloaded. We can download these videos.
No,
or
no.
we
Videos
wait
are
to
on YouTube channel. They are proprietary. They have to come to the channel, subscribe and watch them.
Okay.
But PPTs are downloadable.
Okay. Like any particular application is also there, right?
Yeah, yeah. We will cover them tomorrow in tomorrow's session.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Is there anyone else to ask question?
No, sir. I think we have covered all the questions.
Yeah,
In that
somebody
case,
has
we'll
asked, is teacher's manual digitally available or hard copy? This year we gave them a digital copy. Next year, one hard copy will be given to one school. So teacher's manual, this year we have shared only the soft copy. So next year, each school will get one copy.
मैम नॉर्मली जो स्कूल्स हैं वो उनको हार्ड कॉपी ही चाहिए होती है, तो उस चीज़ में हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
सही है, लेकिन इस बार टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट के वजह से हमने सिर्फ PDF करके उनको भेज दिया. बुक्स ही लॉन्च हुए हमारे मार्च डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तक चला गया. सो हम प्रिंटिंग में और टाइम लग जाता. दे वांटेड समथिंग इंस्टेंटली, सो वी शेयर्ड इट. बट नेक्स्ट ईयर डेफिनेटली दे विल हैव अ हार्ड कॉपी.
अदरवाइज इसमें तो ये करना पड़ेगा, हमें खुद ही प्रिंट निकाल के देना पड़ेगा.
सॉरी
मैम इसमें तो ये कर सकते हैं, हम खुद ही प्रिंट निकालना पड़ेगा, उसको फिर देना पड़ेगा हमको हाथ को.
इट्स हार्डली एनीथिंग. वो
If
तो जो कौन से क्लास को पढ़ाते हैं उतना ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट प्रिंट PDF का कॉपी तो ले ही सकते हैं स्कूल में.
मैम आपको पता है स्कूल मतलब कुछ भी नहीं करना चाहता अपने पार्ट में.
सही है, वो
उनको तो
तो
क्या
है.
है बस.
बट
हाँ
हमारे भी कंस्ट्रेंट थे कि उतने टाइम पे हम इतने ही कर पाए कि लास्ट टाइम बुक्स लाना ही बड़ी बात.
हाँ, नहीं
हम्म.
वो सही बात है आपकी.
तो whatever we can do further, we are definitely doing. जो हो गया वो हो गया. I mean, whatever we could do last, that's the
या
best
मैं
that we could do.
अब देखिए मैं मुझे पॉसिबल अगर हो तो 1 to 5 तक ही अगर मेरी पॉसिबल हो जाए हार्ड कॉपी तो.
नहीं, इस बार तो हम सारा ही दे रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी प्रिंट करने लगाएंगे तो भी साल खत्म होने आ गया.
ठीक है मैम, जैसा क्वेश्चन आता है फिर मैं बात करता हूँ.
श्योर श्योर.
Good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग.
Madam, how about the pricing, ma'am, in compared to other this one? Is it
I don't have comparison with respect to pricing, but I see that these are optimally priced. ज्यादा भी नहीं है, कम भी नहीं है. जितना भी इस कंटेंट की अहमियत है उतना तो इट इज वेरी ऑप्टिमल. दे कैन अफोर्ड इट. मुझे तो बुक सीरीज पता ही नहीं, बिकॉज आई एम द ऑथर ऑफ ओनली दिस सीरीज. मुझे कंपैरिजन प्राइस का कुछ पता नहीं है.
एक कंपैरिजन मतलब कैसा है मैम? अभी सभी डाल के दे रहे हो उस पे, वी आर गिविंग ऑल द थिंग्स, बट इसके हिसाब से प्राइसिंग भी कॉम्पिटिटिव प्राइस में रहना चाहिए ना मेरा हिसाब से मैम.
प्राइसिंग कंपैरिजन इंफॉर्मेशन मेरे पास तो है ही नहीं, क्योंकि मेरे पास एक ही सेट है जो मैंने देखा है. मार्केट में वो ऊपर दिखाते अलग है, अंदर देते अलग दाम पे. तो मुझे आई रियली कैन नॉट कमेंट ऑन प्राइसिंग.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So it's mentioned on the catalog last year. It's given it. The end moment it just given, so it is given it on the catalog. On statewide.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. Sanjeev.
Good evening, Sanjeev जी बोलो.
झारखंड फ्रॉम धनबाद.
Sure.
तो मैं प्राइस उसका, मैं पिछले बार मेरी बुक लगी थी 1 to 5.
Okay.
हाँ, तो उसकी प्राइस थी आपको 250, 270.
सही है. प्राइस तो पता है, लेकिन कंपैरिजन में मुझे पता नहीं कि हम ज्यादा ज्यादा पे बेच रहे हैं कम पे, वो मैं कमेंट नहीं कर सकती.
अच्छा मैम, मुझे उसके ऊपर कोड जो लिखा रहता है उसका मीन्स मतलब वो वीडियो के लिए
कहाँ पे आप बता रहे हो कोड?
के ऊपर ही.
ये मैं कल के सेशन में कवर कर दूंगी पूरा. अभी हम बता देंगे तो फिर कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा. एक सिक्वेंशली जो भी क्यूआर कोड, कहाँ के क्यूआर कोड, कौन से क्यूआर कोड कहाँ पे लेके जाएगा, ये सब कुछ मैं कल क्लियर कर देती हूँ. या
मैम इसमें जो टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड हो रही है 3 ईयर, मतलब थ्री टाइम, तो वो फ्री ऑफ
4
कॉस्ट है या
टाइम्स
उसके
4
चार्जेस
टाइम्स
है?
है. नहीं,
4
ऑनलाइन
टाइम
जो भी होता है दैट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट.
फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट 4 टाइम है मैम?
4 टाइम्स है, 4
4
लेवल्स
टाइम.
हैं.
ओके.
और टीचर्स को सर्टिफिकेट वो सब मैं बता देती हूँ कल आपको. 4 टाइम्स है अभी.
मैम नमस्ते.
नमस्ते.
आपने बताया कि तो ये जो सीबीएस का सिलेबस को भी कवर करता है, जो मतलब जो थर्ड स्टैंडर्ड में होता है वो हम फिफ्थ स्टैंडर्ड में
नहीं, दैट इज फॉर
लगाए
आईसीएसई.
करके. Yeah, that is for ICSE. So exactly for which particular इसके लिए ये जो मेड अप है, मतलब स्टेट का सिलेबस जो होता है, सीबीएस का भी होता है, आईसीएस का भी होता है, मतलब तो कौन सी एग्जैक्टली जो ये पर्टिकुलर ये जो होता है ना, तो ये कौन सी इसमें मेड अप किया है करके, मतलब.
ये ऐसा है ना कि एनसीईआरटी एनसीएफ है. दे हैव जस्ट गिवन सर्टन गाइडलाइंस. दे हैव नॉट मेंशन्ड ऐसे ही फ्लो में जाना है.
Okay.
They just have some rough guidelines and suggestive topics. So they never, because they have given it to private players, computer books, so they are not interfering much they are not very rigid on the flow.
Okay,
So there
मतलब
is no
ये
definite format for any state CBSE. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's just they want to cover. There are rules like we cannot introduce coding before 6th standard.
Okay,
So
मतलब
we
जो
have maintained that.
ओके दैट्स फाइन. एंड जो स्टेट सिलेबस का जो स्कूल्स होता है मैम, उसमें कैसे हम ये पिच कर सकते हैं, मतलब ये जो थोड़ा हायर लेवल का भी होता है ना.
स्टेट सिलेबस में भी कैसे है कि कंप्यूटर साइंस, मॉरल्स, जनरल नॉलेज, ये मेरे हिसाब से दे आर फ्री फ्लोइंग. They
यस.
just adhere to NCF के guidelines. So state syllabus, many schools have purchased our books. So roughly they give that they need to know parts of computers. They need to know MS Office packages. They don't strictly say this has to be covered under this or this has to flow. So computers is a flexible thing.
मैम एक्चुअली जो स्टेट बोर्ड है ना, दे आर फॉलोइंग द सीबीएसई, तो वहां पर तो अपने को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बस प्रॉब्लम आएगी आईसीएसई एंड आईसीएसई और आईएससी में भी सेम प्रॉब्लम है मैम. आईएससी स्कूल जो होते हैं वो वैसे संख्या में कम होते हैं, बट लेकिन उनकी भी है कुछ संख्या है, मतलब
नहीं, कैम्ब्रिज में तो हम पुश भी नहीं कर सकते. उनका पूरा अलग ही गेम है, अलग है. कैम्ब्रिज का तो हम सोच भी नहीं रहे. अगर करना है तो अलग अलग सीरीज बनाना है. सो वी आर नॉट कंसिडरिंग आईजीसीएसई. कैम्ब्रिज का हम सोच नहीं रहे. आईसीएसई थोड़ा बहुत फ्लेक्सिबिलिटीज है, हम वी कैन पुश थ्रू. बट सीबीएसई स्टेट्स विल रन वेरी फास्ट. In short, it is mostly aligned with CBSE expectations, which state syllabus also follow. And ICSE may suit themselves to be flexible and adapt. Not for 8th standard, because 9th grade they have Java. So they may take ICSE, people may take from 1 to 7th or 1 to 5th, 1 to 6th.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all the questions we had today. We will meet tomorrow at 3:30 to discuss all the digital features that we are providing. QR code, YouTube, where to log in, gamified learning, all this we will check out tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here, listening patiently, understanding and interacting. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ಹೋಗಿದ